Hello, Bobby Lewis here in Lake Havasu, the Lewis team, Coldwell Banker, and we're starting a new thing today for COVID-19. I'm going to have the no-spin Lake Havasu real estate news on maybe every day, maybe every couple days. There's not as much to do these days, but it is interesting looking at the numbers and the market on a daily basis, because although some of my friends might say I'm pretty real, which I take as being I can be a little negative, I don't really think I'm that negative, or Julie and I are negative, as we would have a tough time being as successful as we've been over the years if we were in fact negative. I just look at things real. I try to analyze, and that's what I'm going to do for you right here on the news. Last week really wasn't as bad as you might think on the real estate front. It's not good, and there's a lot of extra add-on that I'll kind of dig into a little bit that complicates where we're going with this. But in Lake Havasu City last week, we had 34 homes go pending. It's not a fantastic number, but it's not a terrible number. Historically, Julie and I have been selling here almost 20 years, and I've been doing a monthly update almost the entire time. So I look at the numbers on a monthly basis. Many of you may already get my monthly email update. But typically, as you've seen over the years, good times, bad times, we sell between 100 and 200 homes per month in this market. I think the worst number I ever saw, maybe 1 or 2 months ever, was during the Great Recession, and I think we dipped under 100 for a month. But even in those horrible times where the supply went crazy and people were losing their homes, we were still selling over 100 homes a month. So if you look at the 34 last week that pended, and we've got to call them pending, not sold homes. I'm looking at my screen, so I'm giving you the exact information. Not every one of those will close, and in this uncertain times, it may even be a little higher number that won't close because people are going to have their buyer remorse issues. But say 30 a week times 4, that's 120 sales. I'll take that right now. I think everybody should. It's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. And I'll dig into the numbers on the where the price ranges were just at the end. Couple of things, food for thought on real estate in general, which affects our entire market. As a property manager for years, and I've owned and own rental properties now, things to think about in regards to real estate. When people can't pay their rent or don't pay their rent, it's not as simple as just saying don't pay your rent, because there's somebody behind that that's not getting paid. And whether you're talking about Hilton Hawaiian Village in Hawaii with a 1,000-room resort, or you're talking about Ma and Pa from South Dakota that have 2 houses that they rent to supplement their Social Security, when there's nobody in the hotel rooms or the renter in the house can't pay the rent, people don't get paid, and there's costs. All those casinos in Vegas right now, if they're sitting dormant, because they still have huge property tax bills due. So does Ma and Pa in South Dakota. If the air conditioner breaks, still got to fix it. If the maintenance needs to be done, many trickle down things. And then if Ma and Pa can't pay their rent on their house because they use their rental income to do it, then the bank doesn't get paid. And then when you go to cash your check, does the bank have the money? That's crazy talk. But thankfully, the good thing right now is the banks are being flooded with money from the U.S. government. That's going to be a whole nother conversation, because you can't print money till the cows come home and not have effects. But it's better to do that than the alternative. Let's go back to the Lake Havasu numbers at the moment, which are not as bad as they could be. Just scrolling on my screen here, they started about 150,000 for the lowest price home that pended in the last week, and one home did pend over $1.5 million. Everything else is below 549,000, and there's just 2 over 500. They go from 499 down to the 150 range. So the higher end of the market is definitely taking a little bit of the most dramatic hit, but even in good times, the market in Havasu has always been, the percentages are under 500, so it's not crazy, on where we're at there. But I'm going to try to give you this update every couple days, maybe every day, because it's interesting for me to do even if nobody watches it. But Julie and I are here working, our team's working, Brian Vesley, Lori, we're all trying to do our self-containment and not be affecting anybody. Some good news, we did list the property last few days. We have it on the market. We have people interested in it already. What we're trying to do is take the pictures when nobody is in the home. We're going to do video of homes so that if people really want to go look at a home, they can go look at the video first and see it. And of course, if we're locked down the next few weeks, next month, we're going to have to be very creative, but you can get it marketed out there, and people are making offers on houses, as you can see by the 34 pendings. So I'll keep you updated. I'll always be honest with you, and we're here to help. If you have any questions about buying and selling in Lake Havasu, we love talking real estate, and not much more to do right now, is there? So let's keep our heads about us. Pray to the God you believe in, and have a great day, and we'll see you back here soon. Thanks.